Hey guys, it's Sonia and I'm here with Gunner. And you know what? It's December. Yeah, it's Vlogmas. I'm going to do the Vlogmas challenge to vlog every day. What's interesting about it for me is to look back after, like honestly, when I did it in previous years, it was kind of a very interesting like self-reflection exercise, because seeing yourself on camera, seeing your life on camera, you start to get kind of insights that you didn't have before. And for one, that a couple years ago made me realize how very unwell I was, and that led to me having my breast implants removed. So yeah, something good came out of it. Anyway, I hope it's also interesting for you. To be honest, this year, as far as Christmas and holidays go, I feel like, what holiday? I am so up to here with the whole reselling thing because of the strike, trying to figure out other shipping. I'm so laser focused on this that there's like not even room in my head for anything else. So right now, actually, Gunner and I are going down to the hospital because he has an appointment. It's an appointment with his therapist. It's a therapist, but it's specifically for stuff related to, like, I don't know, they call it orthopedics, I guess, or sport. It's because of his knee. So it's kind of like, well, because you have a birth defect and you have a problem and you have surgery, they give you some like psycho support. But I mean, to be honest, up until now, we found it wasn't very good.
I didn't get much out of it. I didn't feel any direction.
She was focused on like finding him services for autism for the first like 3 weeks. And then I didn't even know she was doing that. And then when I realized that that's what she's trying to do,
she wasn't directing it properly. It was not going in the right direction.
She was looking into places that, like, this applies to like when you first get diagnosed and you're 5 years old, like places like Yalday and schools for autism. I'm like, we're way past that. Like those doors are closed. Can we just move on? So that was the first 3 weeks, and then the rest of the time we just enjoyed seeing her. She was a lovely person, right? Khadijah, yes. We really loved her, but as far as the therapy goes, anyway, we can't see you. I personally have a really good therapist. She's good because she's able to watch you as you're talking about things and very keenly read your body language and gain a lot of insights from that. Like sometimes, you know, you don't even know when you're like not lying to yourself, but when you're not even honest with yourself, or you've like denied your feelings so long that you don't even know how you feel about something anymore. You know what I mean? And you're like, well, this and that and maybe and blah, blah. But she, looking at you, can see from your body language how you really feel about things. And wow, is that ever useful? That to me is what a therapist should be doing. It was unbelievable. I've seen her 3 times over the last 10 years for 3 different things, and every time she was very helpful because of that. Now I'm wondering why this person doesn't do this kind of thing with Gunner. So anyway, that's what we're doing now, and then we'll see what else we're gonna do, because we've been in the house a lot. It gets dark so early now. It's what, not even 4 o'clock? It's about to get dark anytime now. Like right around 4 o'clock it gets dark. The gimp. Wow, it's 4:30. We just got out of the appointment. Look at this. Look, it's nighttime already. It's an okay appointment though, actually, today. Hey, you like your new therapist? I mean, we like the other one too, but this one...
Can I mention the thing about the teeth?
No, don't even. Well, I'm just gonna like phrase it this way. He has this really good, this big interest in the genetics as it pertains to physiology, let's put it that way. And every time he's tried to like talk to anybody about this, people are always like, oh no, you can't say that. Like if you say that people from a certain region have a certain C or D or whatever allele, which they probably do, for some reason he wasn't allowed to say that in school.
Well, liberals take everything in an absolute. So if I say there's a higher prevalence of, they take it like, oh, everyone you're talking about, you think they're all the same.
Okay, here's an example. Like if you say that Asian people are more likely to have a longer digestive tract.
Yes.
Okay, this is not a value judgment on one type of, people from one area versus another. It's just like a physical thing, but for some reason,
Well, one thing
they would get upset and be like, oh, you can't say that about Asians.
You
But it's
can't
like, well,
argue that they all have monolids.
well, not all of them, but like it's more common. Exactly.
Not
Like
every
there's
single one.
there's almost no Caucasians that have monolids. So he's talking to the therapist, who it turns out she's Chinese, but like we didn't know. And he starts talking about his interest in genetics and all this, and I was like, oh God, I hope she takes a while. Well, it turns out like she wasn't all like woke, and she was very interested in what he was saying.
Well, you know, I know she's Asian, and I was wondering because one more recent thing I learned about is that Native Americans and Asians have a higher prevalence of these shovel-shaped incisors, like their front teeth, instead of just being flat in the back, there's like a little notch that comes down like that. I kind of have teeth like that, but from the images I've seen, it's a lot more like intense. And if you look at a comparison between shovel-shaped incisors versus non-shovel-shaped incisors,
So it's more common in Asian populations that they have shovel-shaped incisors.
well, I don't know if it's only in there or if it's, but they have this a lot more.
Well, I mean, I don't have shovel-shaped. I never heard of that. I've seen the video though. I've seen what it means.
You see my teeth?
You have shovel?
Well, I had the little.
Let me see your teeth.
Kind of. Not really, but I'm not Asian. But
No, you're not.
you can, you can have anything.
Okay, so this kind of teeth that you have is more common in people who are of the Asian persuasion. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And for some reason, whenever you talk about things like that at school, they would get angry and they'd say that you're a racist when it has nothing to do with any kind of ism. It's just, he's just interested in genetics.
It's nothing to do with ism.
Pushing your
Everything to
interest.
do with the tism.
Put this up so we can see you.
Get it?
What?
Nothing to do with ism. Everything to do with tism.
Yeah, the autism.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's like his autistic interest.